Hi guys, so we're gonna do this week's healing. My name is Lindsay. I do healings for twin flames and lightworkers, so be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about this week's healing download, and then we'll do some healing in relation to that. So this week's healing download is called Twin Flame Ancestral Healing. It was 58 minutes long. You can get it below at the link below, and I want to talk about the intention. So the intention, we focus on ancestral healing, right? So, and the collective consciousness healing and healing of old, outdated, fear-based templates and programming for you, your twin flame, the entire collective, and beyond. So this healing, it was very transformative, very powerful. I noticed we also were like kind of preparing and setting the it was like setting the foundation to have a really strong core and a really strong grounding base, so that in the new year we're going to be experiencing a lot of the higher vibrations as we're all going up higher and higher in consciousness and energy vibration. So this really helps to work on these old stuff, these old outdated stuff. A lot of that we hold in our lower chakras. So a lot of the collective consciousness, programming, the fear-based and the scarcity programming, a lot of ancestral stuff we hold in our lower chakras. So when we can clear that out, have a really strong foundation and base of love and safety, feeling really safe to be here on this planet, be able to be really strong in our power to go forward, to do all the things we came here to do. It just makes it so much easier when we have a really strong foundation, right? So we worked a lot on that, just preparing. So for the new year is a lot of energies, new higher vibrations coming through. So in order to like really be able to open up to that, we need to be really strong, right? Because higher energies, they help to open up more of the upper chakras, our intuition and our connection to God and all of that, which is just as important. But you want to make sure you have a strong base and a foundation so that you can do it in a way that's really safe. A lot of times, light workers and twin flames and star seeds and other really sensitive souls have a really hard time grounding and really being here in your body, just being really present and in your power. And I can speak from my own experience as well, what life used to be like when I wasn't very grounded, very connected, and I did not want to be here. It was really hard. So working on these things, right, these the basics, that's a really, really important: grounding, centering, being in your power, all of that stuff that we're working on like every week in these downloads. It will help you so much. It just helps make life to go a lot more easeful, because you are being here, you're grounded, you are making a commitment, you're going to have a good life, right? And you know that you are worthy and deserving of an amazing life, and that's important in order to allow and to create what it is that you want to do. So let me just go over a little bit more of what we did. So worked a lot on clearing ancestral things, so that you no longer pass it down, right? So for your past generations, current generation, and the future generations. So a lot of things came up, a lot of stuff came up, a lot of like old fear-based programming, a lot of things about abundance and security, you know, like feeling safe. A lot of like old trauma from wars came up. So we worked a lot on that. We worked a lot on the mother line. A lot of stuff came up within the mother line, and then the feminine collective as a whole, and your own personal, you know, the things that you've gone through too as well. And the same we did for the father line. Man, we did a lot in this session. Let me just go through some things. I'm not going to read all of it. If you want to read more about it, you can in the link below. Lots of you know, twin flame healing, so clearing stuff up between you and your twin, and everything we do for you, we do for your twin. So we also clear for our twin flames ancestral line as well. And oh my gosh, so much upgrading and so much, just like, it was a lot of preparation work. It's so important to really continue to build upon creating a strong base and foundation. Because if you don't have a strong base and foundation, it's like building a house, right? If your foundation is not strong, or building a building, you can't go high. You can't create a giant what are those things called, all the way up to the top. Like you can't have like hundreds and hundreds of floors in a giant building. If you have a weak base, it's just gonna collapse, and you don't want to collapse. So it's really important you work on your foundation strong, solid, and then you can go up high, right? So you can go up higher and higher in the levels of consciousness and vibration when you know they got a strong foundation. This is why I'm always talking about this. It's so important. It's so important, because I've been there when I went too far up high way too fast, and I went crashing down, and it was not fun, and it took a long time to recover. So that's why I'm always talking about how it's important to do it in a way that's really safe. And if you notice in my sessions, we work a lot on the lower chakras, because I know that a lot of sensitive people have a hard time with their lower chakras. We would rather avoid the lower chakra stuff, the human stuff. We'd rather stay up here where it's like all nice and, you know, positivity and love, which is great, right? We want to be able to experience the good stuff, but in order to really be able to stay up there in the high vibrations, we gotta deal with the lower stuff. We gotta deal with the things that we would rather not deal with sometimes. The you know, certain emotions we would rather avoid, certain parts of us we don't want to look at, right? Our old traumas, our old fear, our old anger, whatever it is that's in the lower parts, right? We have to work through that. We got to face it, know that we are strong enough to do that, so that you work on that, and then guess what, you can go higher up than ever before. And this is what I do as well. Sometimes I gotta go back down in there and go into some really dark stuff, clean it up, and then I go higher and higher up, and it's just really great. And that's just the way the healing goes. That's the way that life is, right? In order to go up, we got to go down and work on that stuff, right? We can't just pretend it's not there, try to forget about it. So, you know, so we're working a lot on that. We also did a lot of heart healing in this session. Lots of heart healing. What else did we do? A lot of releasing of the old fear-based programming to help you come more into self-love, empowerment, and abundance, which is all very important. And and creating more of that awareness of the love between you and your twin flame, and just really cultivating all of that, and just continue to strengthen and expand. So highly recommend checking this one out if you feel guided to. All the information is below. Man, it's like all this energy is coming up to clear, because we're going to clear some things now. Okay, so let's call upon God, Source, Universe, angels and guides, highest beings of infinite love and infinite light to help with this session. Allow this healing to go to you, your twin flame, your loved ones, the entire collective, and beyond. This is something better for the highest and the greatest good of all. So I'm going to do a general clearing on ancestral, all the old stuff. So let's just tune into like the collective consciousness of everyone who's meant to receive benefit from this video. Just tuning in to the collective worries, the collective fears, the stress. You know, things can get passed down from generation to generation. For example, like if your ancestors, you know, experienced war, they lived in like a war-torn country, and that trauma can get passed down, right? So you can still be carrying that fear, the anxiety, that trauma that your ancestors went through. So that's why it's really powerful to do ancestral healing. You can really clear stuff up that you know, you're still carrying, that you don't need to anymore. Also, for example, a lot of times we carry a lot of like scarcity beliefs, so like worrying about money all the time, just living in this state of fear and this state of lack. So we worked on clearing that a lot too in the session as well. So I'm just tuning into the collective energies. A lot of worries. There's a lot of worries, a lot of fears, a lot of doubts. I'm just bringing you back into your body. So back into your root chakra, your centering, your grounding, feeling the connection to the earth. Feeling the solidness, the groundedness of your body, knowing that you have what it takes to be here, to be grounded, to be fully present here. You have what it takes to be here on this planet, to go forward on your mission, to do the things that you came here to do. So what's coming up now is a lot of like, it's too much, it's too hard, I don't have what it takes. And this feeling of just helplessness and hopelessness. So let's clear that out for you, your twin, for the collective. Any parts of you that just feel really small and weak and afraid, and bringing you again back into your power. Whew. There's a lot of movement. And let's just create a really strong grounding connection. It is safe for me to be here. It's safe for me to move forward in my life. And it's safe for me to connect to love. It's safe for me to allow love. It's safe for me to be love. So just creating that building blocks, the connection, right? And strengthening the connection. So it's first like being aware of the connection and then strengthening the connection. And let's clear some stuff between you and your twin flame. So let's clear anything that's not of the highest good, anything blocking you from really allowing more love. Whew. Any worries, any doubts, any fears, anything that's not of the highest good, just sending love and light to you, your twin flame, to your heart, to your soul, creating the stronger awareness of the soul connection, the heart connection. And bringing the awareness of the unconditional love that's always between the two of you, no matter what is happening in the physical. This is way beyond that. This is the deepest, this is a pure soul love, right? So the pure soul love that you have for yourself, your soul that's always pure, that's always love, and then the pure soul love connection with you and your twin, and also the love, the soul connection with you and God and you and the universe. So really bringing that more into awareness, strengthening that connection, that union. Feels good. Okay, so just tune in, see how you're feeling, and my heart feels way better. It just feels really nice to take time to connect to yourself. It's so important. So whether you do like meditation or just taking some time out in nature, just quiet time where you can just be with yourself, go within, it's so important to do that. If you can do that every day, just even 10 minutes a day, that will help so much, because we live in a world that is just so all over the place, right? We go online, we go on social media, it's outside, it's like noisy and loud, and if you live in a city, right? And all of that stuff takes us out of our body, right? It just takes our energies everywhere. We go into other people's energies, right? You turn on, I don't know, Facebook, and you're going into everyone's energies, right? So, it's so good to take that time to come back to yourself, come back into your energy, your awareness, your connection, remembering who you are, what you came here to do, remembering the love. The love is always there. The love is always within you. So taking that time to come back makes such a big difference, so that you're not constantly just being out of your body, scattering your energies everywhere. We need time to go within, time to recharge, rejuvenate. So it's so important. And sending you so much love. Also, I forgot, if you're open to receiving this healing, just type in the comments below, I'm open to receiving all the love and light of the universe. So you can type that below. And be sure to check out this week's healing download. And just sending you so much love. If you want to get a personalized session with me, you can. All the information is below as well, and we can help you to work on anything, whatever it is that you're wanting to work on. So just let me know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.